He's wearing blue trunks and weighed in at 12 stone, 6 pounds. Coming to us from Tarnów, Poland, he brings a professional record consisting of 27 wins, 3 defeats, 3 draws, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dariusz Fighter Sam. His opponent across the ring in this championship contest, he is the defending champion, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring tonight wearing black with gold and weighed in the same as his opponent, 12 stone, 6 pounds. Hailing from Ilford, England, he is undefeated with 15 wins. 14 of his 15 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental and WBO European Light Heavyweight Champion, Anthony the Beast Yarde.
So final stretches for Anthony Yarde, and now Steve Gray gives his last words.
Hey boys, if a call bait, you take one step back. Don't throw punches to the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Anthony Yarde hits tremendously hard for a light heavyweight. A power which commands respect and which is also building a sizable fan base. Dariusz Sek, he's been a professional since 2009. Crafty, rangy, and producing and providing tests that Yarde has not seen before from that southpaw stance.
We've already seen what he can't do. Sek is parry around with that right hand forward, wand it around like that, because Yarde's going to whip that left hook over the top. There's got to be a solid jab on the southpaw stance. Got to come back to the chin.
Cagey start. Yarde just taking a look at Sek.
Well, even though Yarde's had a lot of quick finishes, he never rushes his work, and I think that was the thing that impresses quite a lot of us, is that, you know, he gets guys out there early, never rushes his work, never panics. He's always well in control of himself. But we all, as the guys were saying there, we all want to see, when different tests are brought to the table, how he reacts to that. So far, coping with that southpaw stance pretty comfortable.
Sek trying to double up behind that right-hand lead. Yarde calm, a methodical look about him as he just sizes up Dariusz Sek. Sek, who's been the 12-round distance on a couple of occasions and 6 times has fought and gone 10 rounds. It's a nice body shot from Yarde. First real meaningful punch that he's landed. And another.
Sek's is a little bit too tentative. He's got to commit if he's going to throw a shot, because otherwise he's going to walk onto something. That's better from Sek. You can't half throw a shot with Anthony Yarde. You certainly can't stand close to the target. You've got to either throw or get away.
He's talked about going up through the divisions as Anthony Yarde. Oh, my word! Well, he's never been down, he has now. First round, and he's touched down with that right hand.
The patience there to Yarde, though. When you carry the total power he has, you can just wait until you see an opening. You haven't got to worry about, not doing enough work or not picking up the points. Just know if you connect right, the guy's going to hit the floor.
Well, what a great punch.
Good timing more than anything else, to be honest.
I don't think Sek doesn't appear to have been badly hurt by it. I think it was the speed of it as ever. It's, it's what they say, isn't it? Speed kills. It's the one you don't see, and I just don't think he anticipated.
And for the best part, his foot's on the wrong position there at the Yarde. He's still making space. Lovely left hook as well there from Yarde. Solid shot.
Really good opening round for Anthony Yarde. He's had the knockdown and goes back to his corner, a confident and happy man. Well, here at the O2 Arena, it was calm, cool stuff from Anthony Yarde, and it was the left hand there which put him down.
Again, you know, that's a shot he's landed with from the start of the fight, to be honest. That little clip in left hook. And the first time Sek did actually commit to a combination, he gets caught.
Second out, round 2.
What a good start for Anthony Yarde. 10-rounder this one. You wouldn't put a lot of money on it going the distance now, would you?
I don't think it was. It was more, you know, he was leaning over his front foot there, Sek, and he got caught, you know, just on the behind the ear. So I think he felt the shot, but I don't think he was in a tremendous trouble. But it still doesn't look good signs. Not good signs for him so early.
Oh, that's a good shot, and Sek saw that and took that okay. Ahara Davis on the front row on the far side of the ring, who had his own spectacular knockout victory earlier on. And Sek needs, you would suspect, to find something just with a little bit more snap than he's producing at the moment to get the respect of
Yeah,
Yarde.
again, I think he's just not committing to his attacks, and that means, you know, there's no weight or snap or any sort of speed behind the punches. It just makes it worse. You're in no man's land there. And he knows he's a shorter fighter. Yeah, he sits on that back foot, makes you lean over the target to reach him, or try and reach him.
Stands about 6 foot, Anthony Yarde.
Yeah, it's not very big, not tall for a light heavyweight.
Long reach, sir. Long reach.
Yeah, shot.
Sek trying to get in close, trying to apply some pressure.
Well, that's probably your best bet, is try and keep, you know, keep Yarde going backwards. Good shot from Yarde, solid.
Beautiful straight right hand from Yarde. And again, look at the power that he gets into his punches from that powerful physique. That's the left hand that put him down in the first round, around the top of the guard.
Again, though, not rushing his work.
Lead, rather.
Not rushing his work, though, John. Anthony Yarde taking his time. Confident in his ability and his power. And just slowly walking Sek down, making Sek do all the work. All the fast movements, just tiring himself out. The panic, you can see the panic in his and everything he does at the minute, Sek.
Well, Sek might have been impressing in sparring and in training in his final preparations for this fight, but out there at the moment there's only one man in charge, and quite definitely that is Yarde. Reddening around the nose and shot to the body and then switch the attack to the head. Well then, Yarde.
I'm not sure the body shot was a little bit low, to be fair, but the right to the chin was a fantastic little hook.
It's all Anthony Yarde, and that's another one in the bag.
Just walking him down, isn't he? Walking him down, making him work hard and making him feel the power. And you can just see the panic in his work, Sek. He's worried about throwing a punch because he's going to get caught if he misses. So he's snatching at his shots. And Yarde's having it all his own way at the minute.
Reddening across the bridge of the nose of Sek. Might even have got a little nick there, I think. There's that right hand, which looked as though it may have been low. There's nothing wrong with the right hook following up.
He's boxing well again, yeah. You know, it's a different style to him. I don't think the guy's at his level, to be honest. No, I think Yarde's going to do a good job on him now. But I think it's another southpaw that's cope with that style quite comfortably from the off.
Well, gives you Wonderful view of what Sek is looking at as Yarde stands menacingly on the far side, ready for him. That's how Barry's got it so far. Dream start for Anthony Yarde with that first round knockdown. Good at the way he cuts a ring off, Yarde. Don't let that standing on the southpaw's front foot there.
That's good from Sek there, doubling up with that left hand.
Body shots again.
Good left hook there from Yarde as well up on the ropes.
There's a smear of blood now from the right nostril, I think, of Dariusz Sek. Shot. Single shot, and the left hand as well was a scoring shot. Great accuracy, and another one from Yarde. Precision punches, Barry.
Yeah, well, he's boxing at his pace, and that's very important for him. He's dictating the pace from the off, so he's nice and comfortable and relaxed. What Sek needs to try and do is get Yarde out of that rhythm and make him work harder than what he's used to working. That's when you want to see if he has the reserves in the tank. Once you get a fight, if the fight is fighting at his pace, whether it's fast or slow in his rhythm, then he can do that all day long. And again, Sek started quite brightly, but then Yarde taking over there with just the weight of the punches.
Solid body shot again, thudded in. Powerful right hand from Yarde. Sek not really put him under any sort of pressure, which has created discomfort so far.
Well, Sek's got to throw in combinations. Even if they're 3 straight punches, then move off, either spin off or move off an angle.
2 left hooks, he felt the weight again. Missed a couple of times with those tempted straight rights towards that damaged nose of Sek. But it's another round which is going Anthony Yarde's way. And he looks in, well, pretty much complete control, and an old-fashioned stare as Sek goes back to his corner.
Głęboki, raz, jeszcze raz. Czas uderz mocny na bardzo ładnie, tak ładnie schodzisz. Tylko to właśnie ten unik i bardzo go widzisz, tak? On ciebie, nie masz prawa się sprowokować. Jak chcesz, to bijesz bardzo szybko.
Here at the O2 Arena, Anthony Yarde continuing to land power shots. Look at those 2 left hooks.
Sek's taken a well credit, but you look at Sek in the corner, he's done 10 rounds already. He's bashed up, tired, but he's still in there. He's still trying to have a go. But Yarde just walks him down, lets him run out of steam a little bit. Sek in the first minute, and then takes over.
4th round underway. It's a 10-rounder. Anthony Yarde, the undefeated fighter from Ilford, against the tall pole Dariusz Sek. And if you're just joining us, Yarde had Sek down with a left hand. Not a heavy knockdown, but he had him down in the opening 3 minutes.
Something you don't see a lot of Yarde doing, upper body movement, slipping shots. Usually just sits back and blocks and does the shoulder roll. Oh, good shot. Nice little short right hand there, punching up as well there, Yarde.
Put plenty of work in the gym, and they'll be well prepared for this southpaw challenge.
Got such long arms, because he's getting that left hook over the right jab of Sek with his foot on the inside, which is the wrong position to be. He still gets it, on target.
Getting away with it.
Yeah, he gets away with it.
Sek just getting a little bit more success fighting from range in this round. But there's nothing on that jab, it's an irritant.
Well, he hasn't committed to any really attacks from the off, has he? That's been his problem. And that's why Yarde's been able to just walk through him. Shot.
Heavy body shot again.
Just luckily for Sek, partially blocked with the elbow, I think. Just took the sting out of it.
Good job.
It's weird with Sek, his punches are almost like a defensive movement. He just throws his arms out to move away, rather than trying to land with a shotgun left hook.
He's a really powerful, heavy-handed fighter, though, Anthony Yarde.
But he could up the pace now, mind Yarde, I think. I think he's quite comfortable with what's coming back his way. Lovely shot.
Left hand to the head, followed by the right into the body, both of them landing.
I'd like to maybe just Yarde quicken his feet up now, get to the target a bit quicker, start putting real pressure now on Sek.
Sek trying to keep mobile, trying to keep setting questions with his movements and his range. Close around, but Sek not surely doing enough to take it, not by quite a long way. Yarde still in control.
I don't want this guy to get brains. You understand? We're giving him confidence now. We've done it. We broke him down. Finish him now. Please. Got it. Done.
Tunde in the corner suggesting that it's kind of time to go to work on him now and don't let him develop any sort of confidence.
That's what we were saying, wasn't it? Up the pace a bit now, start putting a bit more pressure on him, and I think he will get him out there, I really do.
Second out, round 5.
Well, 4 rounds, everything to Yarde so far. The first round knocked down. Not been in any sort of trouble as yet, and he's been told to go looking for him. Stop messing around, and time to put it on him. And he's certainly trying to tee off some big shots here. Pitter-pat punches back from Sek, nothing on them.
He needs a good shot. You can't. That was all down to Sek. You can't lean over the front foot with your hands by your chin, offering your head.
Decent shot. Yeah, that was a good punch from Sek. Yarde suggested to him, okay, he landed there. Why not have a go at my chin? Sek doesn't need to. Oh, that's a great punch. That left hook really thudded in. Sek's a tough guy, though.
Oh, he is a tough guy. He really is. I think he lacks a lot of things, but toughness is not one of them.
Well, we all thought when he showed up this week and we saw him for the first time, Dariusz Sek, how athletic and fit he looked. But not on the evidence of what we're seeing so far with the power to trouble Yarde. And another really heavy body shot certainly took the wind out of Sek there.
Just tapped upstairs first, didn't he, I think, before he went down to the body with that left hook. No, he's up the feet. He hasn't put his foot full on the pedal. in this round, but he's up the pace significantly, and then, yeah, it's a good showing here from Yarde. He might be the guy who can't punch. He's the other guy who can take a shot, who's tough, breaking him down.
Just telegraphing that right hand. He's not been able to find really the right hand power shot, Yarde, so far. There's a decent shot, and another one. That's more like it.
He's to put his punches together now in combinations now, Yarde.
Yarde's got 30 seconds left in this round, and Sek's looking as though he's maybe, just maybe, starting to feel the power, the cumulative effect of these shots.
He has that real puncher's arrogance, doesn't he?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Not in a bad way. It's a good thing to have in the ring, I think. There's that, I'm just going to beat you up now. Take my time and beat you up.
And he's starting to do a number on him this round. He's certainly raised his pace, up the power as well. Sek's taken it. But it was a tough 3 minutes for the pole. Let's have a listen into this corner. Tunde Ajay with Anthony Yarde.
That's it. Shoulder extend. When you're inside, don't even wait. Okay, tap, boom. Okay, tap, boom. Okay. Lovely, lovely.
Well, he's very much in control, isn't he? And the lack of animated instruction would suggest they're pretty pleased.
Well, of course they are. He's done everything his own way, and I think, you know, he's been in control. He's been relaxed. He's barely broken a sweat. And he's breaking Sek down. He really is. Sek's a real tough game. Most guys would have folded by now, I think. It's a good showing. It's good showing here from Yarde.
Round 6.
Steve Gray just telling Sek between rounds there that he wants to see him defending himself, wants to see him stopping punches, which would suggest to me that if there was another round similar to the 5th, if Yarde dominates as he did in the last round, that Steve Gray might be suggesting that Sek is beginning to take too much.
Well, he is, because he's not, you know, he's not, like I said, he throws punches. He threw a few punches in that last round. And again here, no, as you see him, but for the most part, he's been throwing punches just to move rather than try and score, if that makes any sense.
Well, we hear that from the Sek corner, what was said. I'm not sure that the Yarde corner would be aware of that. If they were, they'd probably have told him just to get out there and do a number on him in this round. And it's been a bit more circumspect in the early stages of the 6th than it was in the 5th. Into the second half of the fight here. A slightly more spirited start from Sek.
Good effort in comparison to the other rounds. I mean, he's not really, he's not committing himself to try and win the fight, is he, Sek? That's the thing.
Yarde's just blowing a bit as well, isn't he?
I think he's all right, John. I think he's just pacing himself.
Clearly taking his foot off the gas after a big effort in the 5th. Nice solid right hand. 10-rounder this one. Not a lot from Yarde so far in this round. It's a nice left hand. Only the single shot. Big effort this has been from Dariusz Sek.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, it really has. Again, there's nothing on the punches, but he's winning where his hands go, isn't he, at last?
He's just outworked Yarde. There's not been an argument at any stage for Sek to have taken a round to this point. But Yarde's taken his foot off the gas to such an extent in this round that you wonder whether this one... Well, that's more like it. Just when I was about to start making an argument for Sek, here comes Yarde. He was hurt by that.
Yeah, took his foot off the pedal over here in this round. Yeah, it's still done enough though, John.
Yeah, he really won it in the last 30 seconds, didn't he, really? And he's in complete control. We've reached the stage now where Dariusz is going to have a knockout if he's going to win this fight. Very least he's going to have a knockdown. We've still got our main event to come, which is Roberto Garcia against Martin Murray, WBC silver middleweight title fight. Bit of bad feeling at the weigh-in yesterday. I think Garcia was trying to psych Murray, and Murray was having none of it. And a little bit out of character, he pushed him across the stage. That's our main event still to come.
Corners, 10 seconds.
He's going to need a knockdown if he's going to turn this one around.
Seconds out, round 7.
But he's still in there, Dariusz. Yarde so far not able to get the spectacular knockout which many of his fans here would have anticipated.
Oh, that's better. Let's see more of that. Look at Sek though, he's fighting back under pressure.
Well, as we said earlier, his game, isn't he? Nice solid right hand from Yarde. He's trying to absorb a few to get into range here. Polish corner getting very excited. They think the man's right in this. He's certainly in it to the extent that he's taking some. That's a big body shot.
Oh, he's tough man. Good there from Yarde. Needs to keep this tempo up now, Anthony Yarde, if he can. Good shot.
We want to get the stoppage win. Remember, Dariusz has never been stopped. He'd never been knocked down. Well, he has been now, but he's never been stopped.
To be honest, John, he's been systematically beat up now for the last 6.5 rounds, and he doesn't look strong, but he doesn't look like he's going to fall over.
He's got impressive strength around the body. Some of these body shots really make you wince.
Shot.
And the referee's having a close look at Sek now. He's taking big headshots. Steve Gray is keeping a very, very close look there.
But
and he's just done enough. He's boxed his way off those ropes and landed some of his own.
He did enough to stop the referee from walking in there, stopping it. If I could, he just fired back.
Oh, he's almost there. He's almost got him here, Yarde. And it's all over. It's all over the uppercuts. Sek hated it, but he staggered back under the weight of one of those shots into the corner. Then came the uppercut. And he is furious, Dariusz Sek. But I'm on the side of the referee there. He had warned him earlier on that he would stop it if he was taking unanswered headshots, and that was what he was starting to do.
He was, you have to fire back. The first assault when the referee was, and by the way, it wasn't a competitive fight. He was losing every round and getting beat up, turned over in every round, let's be honest. So you can't complain. If you can't fire back, enough's enough. So it's okay saying you can stay there and take a beating, but this is boxing. We don't just want to see someone get massacred for the sake of it. We want to see competitive fights, and yeah, I just didn't allow Sek into the fight at all. Sek didn't start off, didn't commit with his combination to start the fight off, and Yarde walked him down, systematically broke him up. Stayed at one pace, which was fine, maybe a little bit too long, and then obviously turned in the corner and then said, listen, you've done enough now, you've shown everyone how good you are, put your foot in the pedal and get him out there. It took him a few extra rounds, but again, he got the job done, and the first man to do that, and he ticked another box. But his first southpaw, and he still gets a stoppage, and he moves on.
15 stoppages in 16 wins now, and this is the attack which prompted the intervention of the referee. Tremendous right into the body there, and then comes big shots, including one to the head coming up. There you go. And another one, uppercut,
That's
and
enough.
that's the one.
Yeah,
that's
of
the
course.
moment.
Because they're not. It's not some guy throwing the 1,000 punches and flurrying. They're all thoughtful, heavy-handed shots, and it's been like that throughout the fight. So I think enough's enough, and I think the referee was spot on. The thing is now with Anthony Yarde, he's ready for that step up.
You really think that?
I do.
I mean, it's such an impressive division. So many big names.
No, not saying no. You don't put him in against Kovalev or Beterbiev right now, but I mean, no, he's so high in the ratings. He's they're ready for that step up, and there's plenty of the step ups domestically, European level. There's some good fighters around, and I think he's ready for those.